You can solve a Rubik's Cube in under 2 minutes, but you can't figure out why you're living paycheck to paycheck. Let me show you what's actually happening. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Being smart doesn't mean you're good with money. In fact, research shows that high IQ individuals often make worse financial decisions than average people. Not because they lack information, but because their intelligence creates blind spots they don't even know exist. You probably know someone like this. Maybe it's you. Engineering degree, great job, reads books, solves complex problems at work. But their financial life, a disaster. Credit card debt, impulse purchases, no emergency fund, retirement account that looks like a joke. The question isn't why don't they know better? They do know better. The question is, why does knowing better change nothing? Your brain has two systems. System 1 is fast, emotional, automatic. System 2 is slow, logical, analytical. When you're solving a work problem or learning something new, you're using System 2. That's your smart brain. That's the one that got you through school. But here's what nobody tells you. 95% of your financial decisions aren't made by System 2. They're made by System 1, the fast, emotional autopilot brain. And System 1 doesn't care about your degree. It doesn't care about compound interest or budgets or long-term planning. System 1 cares about one thing, how you feel right now. So when you see something you want, System 1 says, buy it, you'll feel good. When you check your bank account and see a number that makes you anxious, System 1 says, don't look, avoid the pain. When you think about investing, System 1 says, that's boring and complicated. Do it later. Smart people make a fatal mistake. They think because they're intelligent, they're immune to emotional decision-making. They're not. They're just better at creating logical-sounding excuses for emotional decisions. This is called rationalization, and intelligent people are exceptional at it. You wanted the expensive thing, so your smart brain invents a reason why it's actually a good investment. You didn't want to deal with your finances, so your smart brain convinces you that you're too busy with more important things. Let me give you 2 examples you'll recognize. Example 1. The optimization trap. Sarah is a software engineer. She makes $120,000 a year. She spends 3 hours researching which credit card gives the best cashback rewards. She reads investment forums. She listens to finance podcasts. She knows the difference between a Roth IRA and a traditional IRA. But she has $8,000 in credit card debt at 22% interest. Why? Because she's so focused on optimizing the 2% she could gain that she's ignoring the 22% she's losing. Smart people love complexity. They love optimization. They love finding the perfect solution. So they spend hours researching the best investment strategy while their credit card debt grows every single month. They're solving the wrong problem because the right problem, I spend more than I earn, is too simple and too uncomfortable. Example 2, the overconfidence penalty. Mark is a doctor. He's good at his job. He's used to being the smartest person in the room. So when he starts investing, he thinks, I'm intelligent. I can figure this out better than everyone else. He starts day trading. He watches YouTube videos. He develops strategies. He's confident. And over 2 years, he loses $40,000. Because confidence isn't knowledge, and being smart in one area doesn't transfer to another. Intelligent people are more likely to overtrade, more likely to think they can time the market, more likely to ignore basic advice because they believe they're the exception. This is called the overconfidence bias, and it's directly correlated with intelligence. Here's what's actually happening to you right now. Every month your income arrives, and every month it disappears. You're not entirely sure where it goes. There's rent, sure. There's food. There's subscriptions. There's that thing you bought because you had a bad day. There's the weekend you spent too much because you deserved it. And at the end of the month, you're exactly where you started. Or worse. You tell yourself, next month will be different. It never is. Meanwhile, time is passing. Your friends who aren't as smart as you, some of them are buying houses, building wealth, retiring early, and you're confused because you did everything right. good grades, good job, good decisions. Except somehow, the money part never clicked. The uncomfortable truth is this: you're not behind because you're not smart enough. You're behind because you think being smart is enough. You're relying on intelligence to solve a problem that intelligence can't solve. And every day you don't fix this, you're losing. Not just money, time, compound interest working against you instead of for you. Opportunities disappearing. The gap getting wider. So how do you fix this? Not with more information. You don't need another budgeting app or investment strategy. You need to change how you think about money. Framework 1. The incompetence assumption. Assume you're terrible with money. I know this hurts. You're smart. You're capable. But in this one area, assume you're incompetent. What does an incompetent person need? Systems that work automatically, not willpower, not complex strategies. Automation. Set up automatic transfers to savings the day you get paid, before you see the money, before System 1 gets involved. Automate your investments, automate your bills, remove the decisions. Because every financial decision you make manually is an opportunity for your emotional brain to sabotage you. Smart people hate this advice because it feels too simple. That's exactly why it works. Framework 2. The 10-10-10 rule before any purchase over $100. Ask, how will I feel about this in 10 minutes? 10 months? 10 years? In 10 minutes, you'll feel great. That's System 1 talking. In 10 months, you probably won't remember buying it. In 10 years, you definitely won't care. This forces System 2 to wake up. It creates a pause between impulse and action. And in that pause, you make better decisions. Framework 3. The boring money principle. Your finances should be boring. If your financial life is exciting, you're doing it wrong. Smart people make money exciting because exciting feels productive. Day trading is exciting. Researching crypto is exciting. Optimizing credit card rewards is exciting. But wealth is built through boring consistency. Automatic savings, index funds, paying off debt, not checking your portfolio every day. Boring. Excitement in finance is usually just another word for emotional decision making, and emotional decisions cost you money. Framework 4. Pay yourself. Like you're an idiot. You know the advice, pay yourself first. Here's the real version. Pay yourself like you don't trust yourself. The moment money hits your account, it's gone. Not to spending, to future you. Savings account, investment account, retirement. Treat it like a bill you can't skip. Because here's what you've learned about yourself. You can't be trusted with excess cash. Not because you're weak, because you're human. And humans are terrible at delayed gratification, no matter how smart they are. Here's what I need you to understand. Intelligence is a tool. It's useful for solving logic problems, learning skills, advancing your career. But money isn't a logic problem. Money is a behavior problem. And behavior is controlled by emotions, habits, and systems, not IQ. The smartest thing you can do with money is accept that you're not smart enough to outsmart your own psychology. Nobody is. So stop trying to optimize. Stop trying to find the perfect strategy. Stop assuming that because you're intelligent, you'll eventually figure it out. Instead, build systems that protect you from yourself. Automate everything. Make your finances so boring that your emotional brain loses interest. Remove the decisions that your smart brain will rationalize into mistakes. Your intelligence got you here, but it won't get you out. Systems will. Automation will. Accepting that you're human will. Stop being smart with money. Stop being systematic. That's the difference between knowing what to do and actually building wealth. If this made you uncomfortable, good. That means it's about you. The question is, what are you going to do about it?